when they hear Sandstorm and Sir Big Spur starts getting those claws sharpened, Williams-Brice Stadium comes alive in support of their South Carolina Gamecocks. Today, a couple of SEC teams get ready to square off in what ought to be an old-fashioned slobber knocker. As we'll see, the Auburn Tigers taking on the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Auburn will kick it off to get things started. He'll bring it out. It's Harbor. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll run this play from the pistol. The lone back's got it. Not much there. Picks up a couple.
By the running back.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the run. He's past the 30. Afterburner's coming. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds. And the Gamecocks will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. The Gamecocks racing to the line in a hurry-up. They want to power it in on the ground on 3rd and goal. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And how about a decision time right off the jump? 4th down. Do I want to go for it? First drive. Palmer, what you going to do?
I'm taking the points right here. It's early in the game. You're trying to pay off this opening drive. Just get some points up on the board. If it was a little closer to the end zone, I'd say maybe go for it, but I'm playing conservative on this one.
Looking to the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, South Carolina!
Hey, man, if we're going to show up here and play this game, we're not kicking field goals early. We didn't come here to just lay up. They drive the field. They get it down 4th and goal. Field goal would have been easy. Head coach decides to go for it. The offense pays off the decision with a touchdown.
Now a 2-point conversion attempt coming up. Back to pass, it's Sellers. And the defense on him, and he will go down. Sacked on the 2-point try. You don't see this very often, an early onside kick when you have the lead. Timeout call by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Fires left. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Well, it's a simple play. QB's just looking for his big fella, the tight end, and he couldn't reel it in.
After the misfire, it's 2nd down. Leaves it with the running back. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good game.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting on this block, getting a nice positive game, making your situation really good on the next down.
They'll try to run for it. And he'll move his way forward to the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 35.
Hard to imagine this is only their first drive of the game, but their defense was on the field for virtually an entire quarter. So, guys, there's a lot of pressure on this offense here to convert this 3rd down so their defense can stay on the sideline and get their win back.
They've got the play bottled up. Fumble, it's out. Bounced right back to them. Auburn to the line in a hurry.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
On the ground, it's Hunter. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33. They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. To the air, it's Thorne. Trying to burn this defensive back. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions or force fourth downs.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. And the pass hits, picked off. And he'll be marked down, but what a play to come up with that interception.
It's so important when a safety drops that he takes the right angles. You see those receivers flying across his face. He's got to go meet the ball and the receiver a lot of times at the same time. Great break. Great job getting to the football and then securing it. A lot of times you're like, oh, man, catch it, catch it, catch it. You're not the best thing.
Going for it all. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone.
Well, the defender got his hand on that one, tipped it up in the air. Offense, man, they're lucky that one wasn't picked.
Now on second down. The give to the back. Fights off a defender. And this guy has some shiftiness to him, and he showed it off to the defense after picking up a few.
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms, speed, whatever it takes to move the sticks and score touchdowns.
Wants to throw on third. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Slings it downfield. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them.
And this offense right now, they're doing some damage through the air. That's now their second passing touchdown. They thought coming into this game they were going to have some matchups on the perimeter of the field that they could take advantage of, and they've done that so far here today.
And they'll try to tack on two. To the air, it's Sellers. Dumps it to the back. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. This is ultra aggressive. Still in the first half, got the lead and going for the onside kick. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They already have the lead, and they apparently want more here in the first half, going for the onside kick. And in that scramble, they're going to come out of there with the football, and they get the onside kick and take possession right back. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed.
Reels it in down the left side. Right down the gut of the field. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
They'll line up to go for two. Fast motion from the offense. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Release to the back. He's got it. Two-point try is good as they build on this lead. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. They want to get the ball right back here in the first half. They've got the lead and going for the onside kick. Well, the offense ought to go buy a lottery ticket because that ball somehow bounced right back to them. They'll keep it. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense set for a first down play. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Auburn lines up quickly. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. Line getting set on 2nd down. They'll leave it with him. Keeps the legs moving. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. With the run on 1st and goal. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Tigers.
A nice job by this offense, putting the scoring drive together. And now listen, it's not even halftime yet. So keep fighting, going to halftime, regroup. We found a little something on this drive. See if we can cut into this lead and continue to make this game closer and closer.
And he made the extra point without problem. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. Fielded in the end zone, it's McDowell. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing, going deep. He's got it down the left. All kinds of running room. He's at the 10. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, South Carolina.
And that's his 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
Now the 2-point conversion attempt is coming. Motion from the offense. Wants to throw. It's Sellers. Trying to get it away, and he cannot. The quarterback is sacked, and so it's a 2-point conversion attempt.
South Carolina, 26. Auburn, 7.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Simmons. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. They couldn't stop the offense from picking up that first down on that run play.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. looking to move it through the air. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
The give to the left. At the 45, on its way. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Auburn to the line in a hurry. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Give to the single back. He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped.
That's a really good stop by the defense, Jesse. They need a few more. You've given them a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Catch in the middle. It's Alston. Running toward the tape. Touchdown, Auburn. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. A first down for the offense. He's going to pass. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Fires on the move. Oh, picked off. He goes out of bounds, but he creates the turnover and a great opportunity for his offense.
Wide receivers, you know, they might at least have a hint of diva in them, right? Like, they're always open, aren't they, according to them? And I tell you what, it's hard to be a quarterback because when they do throw that hand up there, you want to throw them the football. You want them to have confidence. You want to force feed them. You want them to really have that confidence at an all-time high. Sometimes you force...
Oh, look out. There he goes. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Dropping back, it's Thorne. Lets it go to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Auburn.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
And right down the middle. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. Fielded in the end zone. It's Harvard. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Wants to throw on first down. Thielen feeling the heat as he lets it go. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. They want to get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the second half. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They put points on the board in the first half, but still find themselves in a hole.
And if I'm this offense, man, I'm not trying to change anything. I scored a bunch of points. I've been successful. Jesse, the defense has to catch up here in the second half.
Yeah, they do. They're going to have to start making plays, but you can only control what you can control. So for the offense, go out, do your job, trusting that your defense is going to make a play.
They're going to ride this running back. Finally stopped at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 6.
Want to talk about a monster performance? This guy now has 150 yards rushing. The defense has had no answer for this guy, and he's shown you why he is such a weapon in this offense. Speed, the ability to catch the ball, the vision, the quickness.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. They look finished, but they're all the way back, and they have the lead.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Leading by 1, they'll go ahead and go for 2 and try to make it a field goal game. On the ground. He'll be stopped short, and the 2-point try goes awry, and this lead remains at 1.
27, South Carolina.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
33, set to kick this one away.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee, and they'll bring it to the 25. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. Oh, the sweet spin, and he's free. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. This offense always looking for those big, explosive plays, and now they've got it just inside the 30. Powers through the defender.
I think one of the hardest things to do is stick to the run when it's not working. But it's those runs right there that are the reason why you have to do it, right? You can't get too one-dimensional. Keep slipping those runs in there. Keep getting a little bit of positive yards. Next thing you know, you look up and you might break one of those after you got them a little bit tired.
The thing I like about the slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry.
A field goal here would put them on top, but a touchdown's what you want in a game like this. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He's all the way down to the 3, showed it all on that run. And the Gamecocks want to move quickly. Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Trying to bully their way in. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And that one will give them the lead.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
Looking for the 2-point try. looking for a man. It's Sellers. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and the defense comes up with the stop, and you just wonder, the analytics world and all that stuff, that whatever the card says to do, you're supposed to do. I wonder if they were listening to that card.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right
To
now.
the ground with the back. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. South Carolina, 32. Auburn, 27.
First down to start the drive after the break. Handoff to the single back. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They'll try it over the left side. Turns it on in midfield.
And, David, how demoralizing does it have to be for a defense when you know they're going to run it, everyone in the stadium knows they're going to run it, and still you cannot stop them?
There's nothing more demoralizing as a defensive lineman, because it ticks you off. It gets in your head. You know that guy's going to come off and smack you, and you got to do something about it. I think the defense, maybe time to start committing more guys to stopping that run, not worrying about the pass as much.
Breaks the tackle. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Back to the ground game on the left. How about the blow he delivered in banging his way to the 41?
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing.
And if you didn't know this was a big play, the crowd is telling you. A huge third down. Back to throw, it's Thorne. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
That's a play the defense needed, right? It's been a battle all game long. Here we are, it's late, everybody's tired. They've given up a few yards on this drive, but they come away with a huge sack at a big moment.
A 5-point game here, getting very late in the offense. Will stay on the field on fourth down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. He lobs one high down the left side. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
And this offense does not come up big. Man, you needed that first down. And listen, the communication with this offense and the execution has left a little bit to be desired, and especially in a big moment right here when you had to have a score and you had to have the fourth down conversion.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing, you need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
They're in control. The clock is their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes one deep. And it's caught for a touchdown, and that might do it. Here comes the 2-point try. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock. Time is possible for their offense. Play the analytics here, and you go for 2. To the air, it's Sellers. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led. Throws toward the end zone. And that ball is picked off. And the freshman just showed those great ball skills and snatched it right out of the air.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
Defense loves to show heat and try to confuse the quarterback. Pre-snap motion quarterback trying to get a read. Going for it all. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. Bringing it back. Touchdown, Tiger! What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return.
How fast did this game just change? Offense in the lead with the football looking great. Defense makes the big play. We've got ourselves a ball game now.
He'll set up to throw. He's in there for the 2-point conversion, and now they're within a field goal.
Great job converting the 2-point conversion. You've now made it a 3-point game, so all the pressure now is on your kicker. Not only do you have to execute the onside kick, you're probably going to have to kick a bomb to tie this thing up.
The clock is just inside 50 seconds to play. If they don't recover the onside kick, this one is all but over. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
They'll run it. Nifty little dance step. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
They stop him at the 22, 15-yard pickup on the play, and a 1st down just outside the red zone.
This is an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
Looking to pass, it's Sellers. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. The 1st down sack pushes the ball back for this long 2nd down. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Timeout is called with just a single second left.
Timeout, South Carolina.
And that last run leaves him with a third down. Well, they keep it on the ground. Corners are going to bail. He's looking to throw. Quarterback moving. Into the end zone. And he reels it in for a touchdown, and that just might seal it. So you think they shouldn't run up and score like this? I remember an old story of one coach telling the other one, I only coach one team, man. It's your job to stop me.
Yep, I like that approach. That should be your philosophy, but that doesn't mean you don't